We've got the first rates which will start to appear on your screen. Anytime we'll look at the indices, then we'll look at the broader market, etc. So it's, neither here nor there. It's not decisive, but tentative. So 22,530 is on the Nifty. So a little bit of green, good to see. Nifty Bank about 0.25% higher, 48,800 nearly, round about there. About 1/3% higher in the Nifty Bank. The Nifty is absolutely flat, nothing on it. The mid-cap index is again flat, but not really showing anything meaningful up or down. And I think it's a more two-way kind of market, at least at the word go, with equal number of stocks which are higher and lower. But 13 points on the Nifty now, so 22,570 is what we have. Rima.
IT perhaps is again the sector which is under pressure today. The Nifty IT index has opened with a cut of about 0.5%, and now the Nifty IT index is down for 12th session out of the last 13 sessions. So it's been a one-way slide for Nifty IT over the last 2 weeks. TCS is down more than about 0.5%. HCL Tech lower by half. So that's a weak pocket. Top Nifty loser today is L&T. That's got a cut of more than 1%. You've also got cuts coming through in Hindalco, Titan, Tata Consumer, SBI Life, Sun Pharma. These are some of the notable losers. On the way up, it's M&M higher for the second day in a row. It closed up with a gain of over 1% yesterday on positive brokerage commentary. It's followed it up with another 1% gain. This week, it's seen in just 2 days up nearly 2.5%. Shriram Finance is also inching up. So that's looking up. Private sector banks are coming in for buying this morning. ICICI Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank on the buyers list. ONGC, which fell yesterday more than about 2%, has rebounded partly. So it's a partial rebound on ONGC, a gain of close to about 0.2, 0.3%. Trent is making its way higher, getting noticed, up more than 0.5%. But I think it's M&M on the way up. Once again, 1.3%, and on the way down, IT is again on the back foot.
Well, that's right. A few stocks that are buzzing around. IRDA, because of that fundraising plan, that's up close to 3.5%. Some of these banking names on the hope of some kind of privatization, I think, as well, they are moving up. You have Central Bank of India, Bank of Maharashtra. Some of these smaller PSU banking names have moved up. Welspun Specialty, they've announced the rights issue with the dates as well. So that's one stock that's up close to 3%. Last few sessions, it's been moving from circuit to circuit. So Welspun Specialty is another one. Texmaco Rail, they've done a tie-up, with a Polish company, I think, if I remember correctly, Novoma Forge. So that's why that stock is up and about in today's trading session. So good move is what we're seeing on that one. Varun Beverages, after the big pullback that we saw in yesterday's trading session, stock is still down more than 20% for this year. But yesterday's trade, it ended high with a gain of close to around 5%. In today's session, it's giving some part of that up. And as Abhishek said earlier today as well, SBI Cards, he wasn't too impressed with the updated performance. That stock opens up soft with a cut of close to around
There's also a small dividend of 2.5 rupees. So it's also gone ex-dividend by 2.5 rupees. But I think the fall is a little bit more.
Yeah, a little bit more than that. So it's mildly negative if you take into account the point that Rima's putting about the dividend. Just one positive today is that the Nifty Bank, after a while, has made a higher high. Last 4 sessions, it was making a lower high. So today's high is better than yesterday's high. And since the IT index is a little bit off color, I think the Nifty Bank will have to take the mantle on for the bulls if we need to pull back from here on. Prashant.
No, absolutely. And, let's just hope that some stability sort of comes through. And it's not just like a bit of a holding pattern and then there's another big leg down which starts to appear, which has been the case. Last week was not bad actually, but this week so far has been pretty poor for those who were hoping that there will be some recovery. So 22,560 or so is where the Nifty is trading at. Maybe just a brief look at any other names with volumes which are coming up. Tata Investment Corp is one name which has actually got huge volumes for this point in the day. It's back up about 6.5%. So that's essentially it's like a private mutual fund, if I can call it. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it, but that's a Tata Group company, holds high quality stocks in the portfolio and invests their own money. Credit Access is up about 5.5%. So that's trying to recover a little bit. That's again an MFI name which has been sort of swinging between 800 to 1100 levels, but not being able to hold on to high levels. There is Hitachi Power India, which is up 2.5%, nearly just under 12,000 rupees right now. Z is up 2%, about 98. but it's got some volumes, and that's why I mention it right now. So that's it. Godfrey Phillips is up 1, KRN is up about 2, IREDA is up about 2.5%, 2:1. Almost exactly 2:1 advances to decline ratio at this stage.